All right, so get this. We've got a really interesting deep dive ahead of us today.
Oh, yeah.
You sent us all this material on Venus Deluxe,
Mhm.
this new AI-generated concept album. It just dropped like January 1st, 2025.
I did. I'm really excited to dig into this with you.
Yeah, we've got lyrics. We've even got a whole chapter from the story that goes with it.
A whole chapter, huh?
Yeah. So we're basically going to be exploring AI creativity, feminine power,
Oh, wow.
and a whole bunch of cosmic mystery. Ready for like an intergalactic adventure.
I am so ready. Let's go.
Okay, so first of all, can we just acknowledge how wild it is that this whole album is AI generated?
It is. It's really pushing the boundaries of what we think about, art and creation.
Yeah, like it's not just AI spitting out random tunes, it's actually crafting a whole world with a story, like characters, a message. I mean,
It's incredible. It's got its own little universe.
totally.
Yeah.
And the thing that really blew my mind is that they chose 1970s American soul as the musical style.
Interesting choice, right?
Yeah, because we're talking about a cosmic entity, right? Not exactly what you'd picture grooving to soul music.
Yeah, you wouldn't think so, but it's actually a really clever choice. When you think about what 1970s soul music represents.
What do you mean?
Well, it's all about raw emotion, human connection, overcoming societal barriers, finding your voice.
Oh, interesting.
And that ties in surprisingly well with this whole story of Arame.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Her journey from feeling out of place to embracing her true self, her power.
Right, right.
It's all kind of woven into that musical tapestry.
Okay, I'm starting to see how that works. So we've got AI, soul music, and a cosmic being. But, like, who is Arame?
Well, that's the heart of the story, right? The material you sent refers to her as the matriarch. But it's interesting, the whole thing starts with this young Mongolian boy named Kun.
Okay, so there's a transformation happening here.
Oh, absolutely. Kun feels completely out of sync with his body and, well, everything around him. The world. And he starts having these incredibly vivid dreams, these beings of light appearing and revealing his true identity as Arame.
No way.
Yeah, as Arame, the queen of the Milky Way galaxy.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold on. So it's not just like a gender transformation.
No, it's so much bigger than that.
Okay.
It's like this cosmic awakening. Arame's journey goes way beyond changing gender. It's about transcending, I don't know, physical limitations.
I see. Like breaking free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And embracing this cosmic identity that was always inside.
That is so cool.
And it really makes us question, like, what it even means to be human.
Doubly.
Especially in this vast universe that we barely understand.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I'm thinking about that chapter you mentioned, the unseen soul. That longing to be your true self, those beings of light calling out to him. It's kind of spooky but beautiful at the same time, right?
It is. There's a lot of beauty in it. It's like destiny unfolding or something.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's interesting how the album mirrors Arame's journey. Like each song is a step in her transformation.
It is. It's like a musical map of her evolution.
Wow. Okay, so First Light of the Morning, for example, that's the beginning, the awakening.
Exactly. And then you've got Glow Beneath the Skin, which is all about recognizing the strength that she already possesses.
I love it already.
Yeah.
Okay, so obviously empowerment is a big theme here, but the material also talks about transformation and the divine feminine. What exactly are we talking about here?
These are really powerful concepts, even outside of this whole AI and Space Queen context.
Sure, for sure.
It's about overcoming limitations, becoming who you're meant to be, finding that strength within yourself, especially when things are tough.
Yeah, I feel like that resonates with everyone on some level, right?
Absolutely. Like, we all struggle with these things. And, looking at Arame's journey, I can't help but think about all the people who feel marginalized or like they don't fit in.
I see that.
Her story is a powerful message that it's okay to be different. It's okay to embrace who you truly are. You have strength in that.
And then there's this whole concept of the divine feminine.
Right, right. So it's not just about becoming a queen. It's about tapping into this source of wisdom, of strength, of creative power that we often associate with, well, feminine energy.
When you say divine feminine, like, what do you mean exactly?
Yeah, it can sound a little mystical, I know.
It does.
But it's an idea that's been around for a long time across many different cultures and spiritual traditions.
Oh, I see.
It's not necessarily tied to gender, but rather to qualities like intuition, nurturing, compassion, and connection to nature.
That makes sense.
Things that are often seen as feminine traits, but actually exist in all of us.
So anyone can connect with this energy.
Exactly. It's within all of us. And in Arame's story, this energy guides her transformation and helps her become, well, the leader she's meant to be.
And the fact that they chose to represent this through AI is fascinating.
Right, because AI is often seen as very technical, very logical, and here it's being used to explore this concept of the divine feminine.
It's like a blend of the technological and the spiritual.
Precisely, the masculine and the feminine. And that's a really powerful message, especially now when technology is advancing so rapidly.
So what's the takeaway here? What do you think Venus Deluxe is trying to tell us?
It's a call to action. It's urging us to embrace who we are, to connect with our own inner power, and to recognize the strength we find in unity and love.
Like Aramé does, you mean?
Yeah, just like Aramé does. And I think that connection to the divine feminine, it's prompting us to really consider those qualities we often associate with femininity.
Yeah.
Are we nurturing those within ourselves, regardless of gender? You know, what would it look like to lead with compassion and intuition instead of, I don't know, always striving for dominance and control?
Those are big questions.
Big questions, yeah.
And I think Venus Deluxe is really pushing us to wrestle with those.
Absolutely. It's not giving us all the answers, but it's sparking this conversation about what it means to be human in a world that's changing so fast.
Totally. Okay, so we've got this complex story, this powerful message, but how does it actually play out in Aramé's life? What challenges does she face? How does she overcome them?
Well, that's what I'm excited to dig into next. Let's see where this journey takes us.
Let's do it. Let's dive deeper into the story and see how these themes unfold in Aramé's life.
And maybe, just maybe, we'll find some reflections of our own journeys along the way.
You know, I think we will.
I feel so too. So where do we start?
I think we should jump right into Chapter 2, the call to transformation. What do you think?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, let's go.
Let's go. Welcome back. So I think it's time we actually dig into some of these songs from Venus Deluxe.
Yes, let's do it.
See how they actually reflect Aramé's journey, her transformation?
I'm ready. You know me, always up for a good soundtrack.
Right.
And I gotta say, I've been listening to this album nonstop. The music is just so evocative.
It really is.
Like it really adds another layer to the story.
It does. I mean, music, it has this power to transport us, you know? Evoke emotions, deepen our understanding of a story. And in this case, with Venus Deluxe, it's like each song is a landmark on Aramé's journey.
Oh, I love that. A sonic landmark.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's take a trip through this sonic landscape, shall we? Where do we even begin?
Well, I think First Light of the Morning is the perfect place to start.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it represents that very beginning, her awakening, that moment when Khun first senses that there's something more to life.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
And musically, it's a great choice for an opening track. You know, it's got that gentle, soulful groove that feels both grounding and, well, uplifting.
It does, it does.
It kind of sets the tone for the whole album.
And I love how it captures that sense of possibility.
Yeah.
You know, like those lyrics, soft as the dawn, but fierce as the fire, she breathes in the air, lifting higher.
Oh, yeah. I get chills every time I hear that.
Me too. It's so good. So good.
That blend of, you know, gentleness and strength, it's so essential to who Aramé is, wouldn't you say? She's not like a warrior queen who's just going to conquer through brute force.
Yeah.
But there's this power that comes from a place of, well, deep knowing and compassion.
Yeah, and it makes me think about how we often underestimate the power of softness, of like allowing ourselves to be vulnerable, especially in a world that really values, you know, aggression and dominance.
It's true.
So yeah, Aramé's journey is a reminder that true power can come from a place of inner peace.
Exactly, exactly. And speaking of inner strength, we have to talk about Glow Beneath the Skin.
Oh, yes. That one's amazing.
It's so good. It does this incredible job of contrasting the external perception of Aramé with this incredible power that's burning within her, you know?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I love the imagery in that song.
Yeah, the lyrics really paint a vivid picture. In the shadows, they never see the strength it takes to just be free, but beneath a quiet fire burns, and in the dark, it always returns. So powerful.
It makes me think about all the times I've doubted myself. You know, all the times I've let other people's opinions like dim my own light.
We've all been there.
Yeah, we have. And this song, it's of a reminder that we all have that inner strength, that fire.
It can't be extinguished. It's always there.
Always there. Okay, let's move on to Orbit of My Own, because this one feels like a real turning point.
Oh, yeah.
It's that moment where Aramé breaks free, you know?
Right.
She stops caring about what other people think.
It's like a declaration of independence.
Yeah.
And that image of breaking free from orbit. So powerful. It speaks to the courage it takes to defy those societal norms.
Right, and forge your own path.
Exactly. And the music itself, it has this expansive, uplifting energy that makes you feel like you can do anything.
Oh, totally. Like, I just want to blast this in my car with the windows down.
Yeah.
Feeling the wind in my hair, the freedom.
And that freedom, it's hard-won.
It is, yeah.
Because in the next track, Silhouette in the Crowd, we see Aramé facing the challenges of, well, just being different.
This one really hits hard.
Yeah.
Especially when you consider the parallels to what a lot of people in the LGBTQIA+ community experience.
Right.
It's that feeling of being invisible, unseen, unheard. So many people know exactly what that feels like.
It's a really powerful exploration of marginalization. Those lyrics, I walk through the noise, unnoticed, unseen, a shadow in the light where they choose to dream. Their eyes are blind, their hearts cold to the truth, but I hold my head high. In silence, I move.
There's strength in that silence.
So much strength.
Yeah, and that defiance turns into a powerful declaration of self-worth in Crown Beneath the Skin.
Oh.
That line, the crown that I wear, it's always been mine, not made of gold, but the strength to shine.
Gives me chills every time.
Every time. It's a message we all need to hear.
We do.
Especially in a world that's always trying to tell us who to be.
Absolutely. It reminds us that true power doesn't come from what other people think or from material possessions.
It comes from within.
Yeah, from self-acceptance, recognizing our own worth.
And then we have Ashes in the Sky. This one feels like a moment of, catharsis, letting go and embracing the possibility of rebirth.
Yeah, there's a powerful image there of the phoenix rising from the ashes, right?
That's so good.
That ability to overcome challenges, to rise above everything, come out stronger.
Yeah. We're not defined by our past, but by our choices and our ability to create a new future.
Right. From the dust, I will arise, a phoenix rising, reaching the skies. It's so good.
Chills. Okay, so we've seen Aramé awaken, embrace her strength, break free from those limitations. But now it feels like with Divine on the Wind, she's entering a whole new realm.
Absolutely. This is where that spiritual awakening really takes center stage.
Yes. And the music, it's almost mystical.
It's ethereal. It's like a sonic representation of the cosmos itself.
Yeah, exactly. Like we're hearing the whispers of the universe, the ancient wisdom of the divine feminine flowing through.
I love that.
Me too. And speaking of the divine feminine, Echoes of Aphrodite is such a beautiful tribute to, that lineage of strong women.
It really is. It's a reminder that we're all part of this web of connection that goes way back, and we can draw strength from those who came before us.
Oh, that's lovely.
It is lovely. We're not alone.
Not alone at all. And then we get Under the Crimson Veil, which feels like a celebration of passion.
Yes.
Sensuality. There's this boldness there.
It's reminding us that the divine feminine encompasses every part of human experience. Passion, desire, that creative force of sexuality.
Yeah, that's important, especially in a world that often tries to, suppress those parts of ourselves.
Exactly. Aramé's journey is a reminder that we can embrace it all.
A light in the shadow.
Yeah, the softness and the fierceness, and it's in that integration that we find true wholeness.
Love that. Okay, from this celebration of passion, we move into Tidal Heart, Silent Storm. Now, this one feels really introspective.
It does, like we're getting a glimpse into the depths of her emotional experience.
Right, and the imagery. The Tidal Heart, the Silent Storm.
It's so evocative.
It is. It speaks to that complexity of, our inner worlds.
Yeah.
The ebb and flow of emotions.
Then there's this acceptance there, right? A recognition that those storms are a part of life.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
And we have the strength to weather them.
We do. It's about navigating those challenges with grace.
Okay, you ready for a change of pace? Because Across the Stars We Call feels like a total 180.
It does.
Suddenly, it's not just about Aramé's individual journey anymore.
Right.
It's about reaching out, connecting with others.
It's a call to action, to come together, create a better world.
And I love how it brings in that cosmic connection.
Yeah.
The idea that we're all part of something so much bigger than ourselves.
Absolutely. Those lyrics, across the stars, our voices blend, a bond that breaks yet will not end. In unity, we stand so tall, together we rise, we heed the call. It's all about the power of coming together.
So powerful. And then finally, the culmination of her journey through the veil of light. The moment of transcendence.
This is it.
Yeah, where she steps into her full power and embraces her destiny. Through the veil of light, I rise. The truth now dances in my eyes. In clarity, I find my voice, a matriarch. I make my choice. It's like she's declaring, I know who I am, I know my power, and I'm ready to lead.
The music is just so ethereal.
It is. It really is.
It's like a sonic representation of that spiritual awakening.
Yes. I'm really struck by the depth and complexity of 𝗂𝗎's story, you know.
It's a lot to take in.
It's not just a simple hero's journey. It's a real exploration of self-discovery, transformation, and embracing your true self.
And the music elevates it all. It adds so much emotional depth.
Speaking of which, what are your thoughts on the fact that this entire album was created by AI?
That's the real mind blower here, isn't it?
It is.
It raises so many questions about creativity, about the role of technology in our world. Like, what does it even mean for AI to create art?
Right. Like, is this really art? And what does 𝗂𝗎's journey tell us about embracing our true selves in a world where technology is, well, everywhere?
Those are the questions we're going to have to grapple with in the final part of our deep dive.
I cannot wait. But for now, I think we should just take a moment to, like, appreciate the beauty and the power of this album.
It's truly a gift.
It is a gift. And for everyone listening, we hope this has sparked something in you, a sense of wonder, a desire to explore, maybe even a call to action.
Because remember, this is just the beginning.
Venus Deluxe is just the starting point.
Yeah, the real journey begins now. Take these ideas, weave them into your own life.
Go out there and create, connect, transform. The universe is waiting.
Let's take a deep breath and savor this moment before we dive into that final act.
Okay, well, I am still processing all of that.
Yes, it's a lot.
𝗂𝗎's journey through the music. I think we need to step back now and really look at, like, the bigger picture.
You're right. There's so much to unpack here. Beyond just the story itself.
Right.
AI creating art. This whole concept of the divine feminine, this powerful message about, you know, being who you are.
Intense.
It is. It's intense. It's like
Right.
Venus Deluxe is challenging us, making us really think about what it all means.
Yeah, and especially that AI part.
Oh,
We've talked about it a bit, but it's mind-blowing to me. Like, AI creating something this complex, this emotionally resonant.
it really does make you question everything you thought you knew about creativity, right?
Totally.
We always think of art as this human thing, but AI is blurring the lines.
Yeah. Like, what even defines creativity?
Exactly.
Can it exist outside of the human experience?
It's a huge question.
It is a huge question.
Yeah.
And part of me wonders, like, are we giving AI too much credit?
What do you mean?
Well, it's still humans programming it, right? Feeding it information, giving it direction.
Yeah.
So are we just, like, sophisticated puppets? Or is there something more to it?
That's a really interesting way to think about it. And honestly, I don't know that there's a simple answer.
Yeah.
What's clear is that, I mean, Venus Deluxe wouldn't exist without both, right? The human artists and the AI.
Sure.
It's this collaboration, this fusion of human intention and technology.
It's a new kind of creation almost.
It is. And it's not about replacing human artists. It's about opening up these new possibilities, pushing the boundaries of art.
Didn't the album creators say they chose 1970s soul specifically because it wasn't about the human body?
They did, yes.
It's like they're intentionally using AI to go beyond the limitations of, like, human experience.
To explore something more universal.
Yeah, almost like they're saying, hey, AI can do more than just copy us. It can help us transcend our limits and access new ways of expressing ourselves.
Exactly. And that's where it gets really exciting, especially when you connect that with 𝗂𝗎's story and the divine feminine.
Right. Because it's not just AI making music for the sake of it.
No.
It's about using that music to tell a story that makes us think about identity, spirituality, you know, all these big things.
Yeah, 𝗂𝗎's journey. It's a powerful metaphor. That we can transcend our perceived limitations, connect with something bigger.
Yeah, it's like she's showing us that our true identity isn't confined to our physical form or society's expectations.
It's
so much more.
It's expansive, it's fluid, it connects us to something, I don't know, cosmic.
And the fact that AI is part of telling this story, it adds this whole other dimension.
It does.
Like, maybe AI, because it isn't bound by human experience, can actually offer us a broader perspective on identity and reality.
It's a fascinating thought, isn't it?
It is. And, you know, it's funny you saying that AI is free from human experience.
Yeah.
Because isn't that also kind of what the divine feminine represents?
Oh, you're right.
Like tapping into a wisdom and power that goes beyond our individual egos.
There's definitely a parallel there.
Yeah.
They both invite us to step outside our limited human perspectives.
To see a bigger picture.
Yeah. Embrace more holistic view of reality.
Okay, so what do we do with all this? I mean, the concepts are amazing, the music is beautiful, but, like, what's the practical application here?
I think it's a call to action, in a way,
Okay.
to really tune in to our own inner wisdom, to slow down, step back from the busyness.
To just be.
Yeah, and ask ourselves, what do we truly desire? What brings us joy?
And how do we want to impact the world?
Exactly. Aligning ourselves with our purpose, using our unique gifts to create something good, something beautiful.
To make the world a little bit better.
Exactly. Recognizing that divine spark within ourselves and everyone around us.
Oh, wow. That's beautiful. As we wrap up this deep dive into Venus Deluxe, I just feel this overwhelming sense of gratitude
I know what you mean.
for the artists, for the AI, for this whole experience.
It's been incredible.
It really has. And for everyone listening, we hope this has sparked something in you.
A sense of wonder, a desire to explore, maybe even a push to take action.
Because remember, Venus Deluxe is just the beginning.
The real journey starts now.
So go out there and create, connect, transform.
The universe is waiting.
Until next time.
See you then.